Hey guys, my name is Rob Noire, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. So true to form, it has now been a year and a month since the last time I booted up and did an episode. It's been a lot of playtime, a lot of things have happened, and we are now in winter. Unlike the usual way I have to do this though, where I just kind of intro it and then we kind of exit out because I can't do shit. In winter, you can't actually plant any crops, so I don't need to prepare or do anything. We can just really jump into this episode and hopefully kind of show you what I've got going on, because a lot has actually changed. And let's see, what do you have to say? Oh, Linus gave me some food. Yeah, he's my buddy now. A lot has actually changed in-game since the last time we were doing this, but I feel like actually that's fair to say about pretty much every time I boot up an episode, because so much happens in a year in Stardew Valley, despite the fact that this game is really a slow burn in that it takes hundreds of hours and things like that. A lot has kind of happened, and a lot does happen over the course of a year. Okay, dog, do you not want water? Why were you blocking me? So, yeah, guys, I figured we'd kind of just show what I've got going on now, because a lot has changed, and kind of show what I'm going to be trying to do in winter. And I will say right here at the top of this episode that for me to film this episode, it's probably going to span several days in real time. So you might see me like change clothes, like I might be wearing a different outfit after a smooth transition, and maybe I'll call it out, but just I've seen people notice that, like, hey, why are you suddenly wearing different stuff in an episode? It's because, well, completing a month in Stardew Valley is like, it takes a few hours at least, and I don't think I'm going to record for all of it. I'm just going to record for, like, the cool bits, the highlights, you know what I mean? So that will take a while. In terms of farm animals here, not really that much has changed, I don't think. I think I'm still running with the same crew that I had the last time. A few animals have been born, but I haven't really needed more, so I just kind of sell them. I mean, they actually sell for a decent amount of money, so, I mean, I guess maybe you'd feel bad selling them. I don't know. I noticed that a lot of the people who like this game and play this game are, like, way into it, like, way too into it, so, I don't know, for me, it is still very much just a game, but, so this has changed a little bit. This is where I typically grow all my trees, and this entire row of orange trees I just got rid of. There's now 2 planted here, replacing 2 apricots. And these are all ancient fruit, because they will only grow, I think it's in fall. So I wanted to set them up here and actually have a steady supply of ancient fruit. And they're really slow in producing the fruit, which is why there was none there. But just that is something that has changed. This here is probably new. This is now kind of my setup where I produce everything. This has definitely changed at least a little, because I don't think I really had this going on at all last year. I don't know, man. It's been so long since I've done an episode that I don't even quite remember everything that was in it. This here, this thing of gem blocks, this is definitely new, and this is a money maker. I want to fill in all these rows here with the gem block makers, but as I'm sure you can guess, it takes a lot of materials to make the gem block things, so that's going to be kind of like a long project. Alright guys, so my biggest focus lately in Stardew Valley has been trying to 100% complete it. And that's kind of a big-ass task, as I'm sure you can tell. I still have to complete my collection for the museum of minerals and artifacts, and then I also need to get all the recipes, and to do so, you have to get all the villagers to like you, to like really highly like you. Oh hey, it's Krobus's birthday. Linus doesn't matter. Is there anybody in here that I actually... Harvey and Clint are the 2 that I really care about right now. Yeah. What is this? Sea cucumber. I'm not giving you a sea cucumber, Linus. They're too hard to catch. So I have to get everybody to greatly like me. And the way to do that is just like in real life. You have to give them gifts, right? Oh, hey, that's my wife. What were you doing in there? Well, I guess that's your dad's place, right? What, you don't want to talk to me now? Are we not cool? So I got to get everybody to like me. That's been the biggest focus. And I've gotten a few people there, like obviously Abigail, Marnie, Linus, Lewis, Clint is almost there, Emily's as far as I can get her, her sister's almost there, and then I'm like working my way down the list, but there's a lot of people. I'm hoping to get that done within the next year in game, is get everybody up to max liking me. This might actually do it for Haley. If not, only a couple more gifts and she will be there. And it's actually a little bit weird kind of giving gifts to these people who you can't date, because they still give you those kind of like dating style cutscenes like I had with Abigail. So I don't know, that does get a little bit strange, but oh shit, I gotta get to Clint really fast. I think his shop closes at 3. But yeah, so I've just been trying to get everybody to like me. That's the biggest thing, so that I can get all the recipes, so that I can cook all the recipes. And winter's kind of a good time to do this anyways, because there's just not really a ton going on in winter. Like, there's not that much that you can actually do in-game. And I'll kind of show you guys that, and I'll show you really what you're supposed to be doing here. Right now, I'm looking for Harvey. I need to get Willie where I know where Willie is, and then I got to get to Robin. Harvey's the only one who's a question mark. I've just recently started kind of like befriending him, so I don't really know his schedule. I'm not really quite sure where he's at. So the problem with Stardew Valley in the winter, and it's actually kind of interesting, is that, well, this is a farming sim, right? This game is a farming simulator game, but the thing is, in the winter, you can't actually farm. There are some special seeds that you can get that you can plant, but they're really rare and really hard to come by. So generally speaking, there's not really any of that going on. So a farming sim without the farming element. So it's like, well, what exactly do you do in the winter? Well, in the winter, you do a lot of just like the random stuff. Like you mine, you fish, you just kind of walk around, you talk to people, you do little quests. Like, you just do a lot of the random crap, which, I mean, it is fun, and it's kind of like, I find the winter super chill. Like, it's definitely the least stressful time in the game, because you don't have to worry about anything really. But it's also the longest month for sure. And there's Harvey. And also, I would have to say probably the most boring month is winter. Harvey, you are going to take this truffle oil and you're gonna like it. So one of the great things about winter, though, is that there's a lot of artifact spots, and that's what you have to dig up in order to get the artifacts for the museum. And the like spawn rate of the artifact spots in winter is massively high. So that means that this is kind of the best time to try and complete all your collections. So that's what I'm going to be doing a lot of in winter. And there are a couple special events that are really cool. Of course, I'm going to do a lot of mining. I'm going to do a lot of other stuff. But it's worth mentioning that it's just like, there's not a ton going on in winter. So while I'm going to show you all the cool stuff that there is, this is probably going to be the month where I have to play the most off-screen, just because day to day it's just kind of a lot of stuff that you've already seen and that you're probably not going to be that interested in, and that's not going to like read that well as an episode. Oh, here's something that I was actually waiting to do on camera. That's actually weird. Yes, so the dialogue here is, should we have a baby? My wife, Abigail, is asking me, and I was waiting to show this on camera. Like, I need you guys to see the hardcore pixel sex. I phrased that really weird starting off the bat, but I was waiting to accept until I could show it on camera. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to pan out, but yeah, okay. So me and Abigail are going to have a crazy witch baby, and it's going to be really strange. I'm not really sure how that's going to pan out for us in a game, in a series, whatsoever. But I don't know, I figured it's one of the last things I have to do in this game that I have not yet experienced in some form or another, is like the child aspect, I guess. So we'll see exactly how that pans out. I wonder if they actually, I'd be pretty surprised if they do, but I wonder if they actually make her sprite like pregnant and look different, or if it's just like one day there's just suddenly a baby. Like, I don't know how it's gonna work. So now it's day 2. That was a really long day 1, and now it's day 2, and I pretty much just have the exact same routine. Oh, she repaired some of my fences. That's really nice of her. Yeah, having a wife in this game is actually pretty decent. Oh, Pam just gave me a new recipe. See, that's one of the things. I gotta become friends with all these people so that they give me their recipes. As weird as that sounds, that's like the number one reason to be friends with people, is to figure out how they cook stuff. And I haven't actually gone into the cooking at all. I think what I'm gonna do is... Well, actually, wait a second. Okay, so it's day 2, which is a Tuesday, which means I do the same thing as on a Monday, and I go around giving everybody gifts so that they'll like me. Yeah, I knew you'd enjoy that. So I pretty much do the same thing that I do on a Monday, on a Tuesday. I might actually head up, because I think that's going to be the most efficient route of gift giving. And Haley now really likes me, so I don't have to worry about Haley anymore. She's done with. I can toss her to the side. I've used her as much as I need her for. That sounds really terrible. But honestly, I'm done with the character. I have no more use for her. I'm not going to date her. And she's now as good of a friend as I can make her, so I'll get whatever recipes Haley knows. I'd be surprised if any. Demetrius is the new friend that I'm going to be going after now. So, yeah, what I was saying before is that I think I had originally planned for this to be a 4-episode series, but I think in the end it's actually going to be a 5-episode series. So you like any fruit. So there you go. So I think it's actually going to be a 5-episode series in that, oh, is Robin not here? Robin's not here on a Tuesday? God damn it. So what I'm going to do in between this episode and the next is try and 100% everything. Like, get everything done. If there's anything I can leave to do on camera, like I might wait to cook all the recipes on camera. There was a fruit right here. But I'm going to try and 100% everything off camera. And then we'll come back for one final episode. It's going to be like another 20 hours of playtime probably to get to that point. And I think I'll try and do it like a year and a month. Like, it'll start in spring, you know what I mean? Like, I'll try and keep that trend going. Oh, I might know where Robin is, actually. What do you want? You want a catfish? I don't have catfish, Emily. Yes, Robin's over here. Okay, that's actually easy. So I think that's what we're going to be trying to do, is one more episode after this one. Although there's still plenty to do in this episode. Don't worry, guys. So 3 out of 5 of these people actually are max like for me. Like, these 2 here, I haven't started working on yet, but I'll get to them eventually. Especially, is Clint all the way there yet? Oh, Clint is all the way there. Shit, I should have started on somebody else. I should have started on Caroline. I don't know what she likes, though. She'll be next week, I guess. So, Willie... So it's just Willie and Harvey left, I guess. Oh, and actually, I'm checking to see if the 2 artifacts that I just found are already logged. But I can just show you guys. See, I have now shipped one of every item that can be shipped. Some of these hurt a little bit to ship, like I wanted them for myself. And for fish, I've caught all of the official fish. Now, there are a few fish that are super unique and rare and not even on this for some reason, that you can only catch in the middle of winter. So that's definitely something that we're going to be doing later on in this episode, but just to show you. But artifacts, like, fuck, man, I've had no luck. Okay, so ornamental fan I have put in, and hand axe I have put in. These things, man, I have been trying to get them all, and it has just not been happening. Same thing with minerals. I'm not missing that many of either, but no matter what I do, I can't get it. And so, recipes, this only counts as actually if you've cooked them, I do believe. I don't think it counts... Yeah, it only counts as recipes you've actually cooked, not ones you found. So I've probably found more than half, or close to half. And for actual achievements, I'm missing 5 heart friend with 20 people. I'll get there. 10 different recipes, I'll definitely get there. Craft every item, that one might be annoying. 10 heart friend with everybody, I'll get there. And the museum collection, eventually I'll get there. So I'm working towards everything, but a lot of this is just going to take a long-ass time. Alright guys, well that's pretty much as I can show you for winter for now. Nothing important is really going to happen until the night market, I do believe. I don't think there's... Is there any... Well, let me check. Are there any other festivals? Alright guys, well nothing that interesting is really going to happen from this point onwards until the 8th, which is when there is the first festival, and then on the 15th and whatnot for more festivals. So I think this is where I'm going to like slowly transition out, and then we'll pick this back up I don't know when it will be, but it will be in the same episode. But for me, it will be when we actually reach the 8th or the 15th or whatever. So yeah, guys, this is where I'm going to transition out to another time. All right, guys, so it is now the 8th, which means there is a festival going on. I just got to do my rounds to make sure everything is good to go before we go and do this festival. So it has been a few days in game, but it hasn't been that crazy. What is this? Oh, Caroline gave me a new recipe. Yeah, it was her birthday yesterday, and I gave her a gift that she super loved, and now she's almost maxed out on affection. So we're doing not half bad here. And yeah, I actually, on the subject of friendship in this game, I actually found out that getting somebody to max hearts doesn't actually mean you've maxed them out. Like, you see how Marnie has max hearts? Apparently, if you max them out, they're gonna get a purple star next to their name. So all these people that I thought I had finished with, like Marnie, Linus, Lewis, Clint, Haley, Emily, I thought I was done with them. No, I gotta keep giving them stuff until I get a purple star next to their name. So there's still a little bit left to do with those people, although I would say that the bulk, the mass majority of it, the bulk is done. So I just gotta do a few rounds, and then we can actually just kind of jump into this festival, which I think this is the one with the fishing competition, which I actually find to be kind of fun. You get a prize, but the prizes in the festival, like, this is what, my 4th year? So I've gotten all the prizes already before, so they're not really that big of a deal, but still, I mean, it's just like a cool little thing that you can do. And as I proved in one of the other episodes, you can also totally miss the festivals, and there's no real in-game consequences to missing the festivals. It's just like, oh, you missed a kind of a cool, unique event. So that does happen. So yeah, I've just been kind of playing through. I mean, it's winter. You don't really do much. You just try and get all the artifacts that you can, because there's so many artifact spots. I got one artifact that I was missing so far, which isn't a lot. I still cannot for the life of me find this fucking chewing stick up here. This one here and this one here, that's an ornamental sword. Those are the two artifacts that I've really been focusing on and trying to make happen. And for the life of me, man, it's been almost since last winter I've been trying to make those happen, and it is not happening, man. It is not gonna happen. All right, so apparently the festival has begun. There is like a lot of strategy to kind of playing through your day until the festival is just about to end, and then going to the festival, showing up late, like fashionably late. But I gotta say, I honestly don't know the time for this festival, so I don't want to push it and accidentally miss it. And I do believe that actually talking to people during the festival also increases how much they like you by more than it usually does. So I gotta talk to everybody, and then we can start the competition. Oh wow, I never actually walked all the way around. Linus is all the way over here. He's kind of an outcast. He's also the first person that I maxed friendship out with. So I get like all these weird things with him where it's like, on your deathbed, Linus is gonna be there for you and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, that's strange. Ah, they blocked it off, damn it. Okay, so we're just gonna go and do the ice fishing competition, because I think I've talked to everybody except the wizard, but I don't think the wizard is here at this one. Like, I can't find him anywhere, so I guess he doesn't attend. Actually, I didn't talk to these two, that's true. Yeah, I'm gonna enter. Yeah. And hey, kid. Oh, did you? Alright, let's get this thing cooking. I'm ready. Yes. I think I've won almost every year, or I think I've won every year. I don't remember, but it's just a fishing one. Yeah, so it's just all about lining up your shot. Let's go. And I always thought it was kind of shitty that everybody else is already lined up, but I have to go. And it's true, actually, this does involve just a little bit of the RNG. You can actually see when the other people catch a fish, too. Like, a fish will appear above their head. I don't know if it can happen while I'm fishing, but it adds, like, a little bit of extra stress or pressure onto it. I think all of them caught at least one, so I'm up to... This is gonna be the third one? Question mark? And I think, like actually catching them properly, like never letting them get outside the bar. Does increase the size, which helps. There, they just had fish above their heads, so you know that they caught some. I don't know if I'm gonna win. I'm trying, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna win this one. Okay, so if I'm lucky, I have time for one more fish. Come on. Ah, damn it. I thought I had time for one more. All right, let's see. Do you guys think I won? I think I had a pretty good chance at winning. Yeah, let's see, Lewis. Who won? Sure is. I'd like to sell it all. Yeah, he really does not like fish, by the way. They make a lot of reference to that throughout the game. For some reason, he just does not like it. Who won? Is it me? I'd like to think it's me. Yeah, it's me. 7 giant-ass fish. What do I get? Oh, he gave me 2,000 bucks. You know what? That's not bad, actually. All right. So that was the day, I think. Yeah, I won. And then I head home and it's nighttime. Yeah, it's 10 p.m. So it's like you can't actually get anything done after a festival day, which sometimes can be a problem if you have like a harvest going. Although usually, if you're smart, you can plan it out, so that's not that big of a deal. So that was pretty much everything for this festival. I think now we pretty much have to skip ahead to like the 14th or 15th, which is when the night fishing thing happens. So that should be pretty fun, guys. So yeah, it's going to be another smooth transition, but hopefully you enjoyed that. It is cool that winter has like 3 festivals, because it's true, overall winter is the month with like the least going on. So it's nice to give you like an extra thing to do during winter. Alright guys, well welcome back. It is now the 13th and I'm booting up here because I just got a message in the night that my wife, Abby, gave birth to a baby girl. I think it was a girl, right? I think it was a girl? Let's go and see. And I got to name her, which was fun. Do I have a ghost bit? Why is my baby outside? Why is my baby outside? The walls? Whoa, okay, we're just gonna gloss over that, I guess. Maybe if I leave and come back, it won't be doing creepy things. Why do I have a ghost baby, kids? Okay, I've got a ghost baby outside the walls. Hey. Oh, hey, I didn't even know I could pick that up. Hey. Hey, hey. Well, I can't do anything with it, apparently. Okay. Maybe after the night, it'll be back to being a normal child instead of the ghost child. I also moved the horse over here, by the way, guys, because I realized that using the horse is actually super useful to hit up all the artifact spots. And I got the chewing stick. Where is it? I finally fucking got the chewing stick. So now I need the ornamental sword, which you can only get from artifact spots or by fishing, like fishing chests. And I also need the dwarven gadget, which I can only get from fishing spots or magma geodes, which magma geodes, that's totally doable. This one is going to be a pain in the ass. But all right, guys, I just got to kind of run around and do my thing a bit, and then we'll touch base shortly. So yeah, guys, if you want to check for artifact spots, it's actually the easiest to do when you just have this horse, because the horse is so fast, and you can just kind of rush around and look everywhere without really wasting too much time. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to go into the mines looking for magma geodes yet. The fact that I finally got the chewing stick, though, after like literally a year of looking, does give me hope that I'll be able to get everything else within a year. One thing to keep in mind with the horse, too, is that it doesn't fit through compact spaces very well, like not like you do. So that can be a little bit annoying. But overall, I mean, the speed is good. It's definitely taken me a while to come around to actually using the horse, but the extra speed when you're running around, that is definitely good. Okay, so now it's not a ghost baby. Now it's actually in its crib. Jesus, dude, that was... what the hell? Okay, a couple more days and then the night fishing market. Okay, and now it's morning and the child is nowhere to be found. I named the child Piranha, by the way. So I thought Baby Piranha would be a funny thing if it's set in game. Now the kid is scary, man. Like, I know a lot of people are afraid of kids anyways, but I got like a legit ghost baby. Like, is it hiding somewhere in the house? Oh! Ghost baby's over here. Hey, ghost baby. Okay. I'll just leave you be. Oh, we're getting plot for some reason. Abigail, she shouldn't be telling you how to live your life. You've moved out. She's not living here anymore, so I think this cutscene was, a little outdated. Not really intended for this. Okay, guys, so supposedly down by the docks is now the night fishing market, which yeah, my fishing pole's alright. Supposedly it starts at 5 p.m. I've never actually seen it. So we're gonna head down there for 5 p.m. and see if anything happens here. It's supposed to be on the 15th to 17th or something? This looks the exact same. This looks the exact same. What? Okay, guys. So apparently the night market is only available in the beta version, which this is not. And so, because the wiki does not specify that whatsoever, I had assumed it was something I could do. So it's not. So there's even less to do in winter. So I'm just going to play until the next festival, more or less. And then that's, I guess, where we'll end this episode. They really should have made that clear. Like, I was like, this is cool that there's a night market I've never heard of. I really want to see this. And no, not available. At least not when I'm recording this. Oh, and guys, the thing I just realized is that when you give somebody a gift, it's too late. The star that I was assuming would be here is actually on their, like, profile picture. So some of these people I might not have to give gifts to anymore. Linus, I don't. It was the first time I'd noticed that. That was really weird. Alright guys, so it is now time to go and do the Festival of the Winter Star, or Feast, or whatever it's called, the final thing that happens in winter. That's what we're doing right here, which is basically just a giant gift exchange. Yeah. And you do have to remember to bring a gift for your secret person. Mine was Sebastian. How do I donate to it? What am I hoping to find? Sure, mead. Hey, Haley. A new camera. How do I give the gift? Oh, you just walk up to the person, you give it to him. Okay. Here. Yeah, I gave him a void egg, because I know he likes void eggs for some reason. And then, who was my... Oh, it's this random person I've never really met or talked to. Hi. I've, like, spoken to her, like, maybe 5 times in the entire game. Lee. Hey, Rob, I'm your secret gift giver this year. Here, open it. What is it? Anything? Beer? She gave me beer. I got a beer. It's not much, but I hope you like it. I mean, I'm gonna give it to Pam. To be honest, I wonder if you can age a beer in a keg. That'd be interesting. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to go around and talk to everybody, just because I think that maybe increases your friendship, but yeah, there's not really that much to do at this festival. So yeah, that was the Feast of the Winter Star. You can get some random stuff. I've gotten some pretty cool stuff before, but yeah, that was pretty much it. And so I'm just going to do my rounds here. I'm just going to sell the beer. Fuck it. I'm just going to do my rounds here, but overall, that kind of really wraps up winter and wraps up this episode. Like I said, at winter, it's kind of like the longest season, just because there's not a whole lot going on. Like, there's no crops, there's no anything really. It's just kind of you doing stuff, like trying to get artifacts, mining, fishing, just kind of like a solid month. And I think it's the longest month of the year in the game, but like a solid month of just doing random crap like that. So, I mean, there's not a ton going on, unfortunately. It is a cool month. It's a good month to kind of get shit done. And so I guess next episode I'll boot up again in a year and a day, a year and a month, and hopefully I will have 100%ed everything there is to do in the game, with the possible exception of cooking the recipes. Where is that? Cooking. Because I think we might just do a couple days in game where I just cook everything there is to cook. But other than that, like, I've done all the fish, the artifacts. I'm trying to get this sword. I've got 3 artifacts left. I've got the sword, I've got the dwarf gadget, and I've got some kind of bone. And then under minerals, I've got a few minerals that I've never come across. Then all the cooking and a few achievements. And there's a few like super expensive things that I haven't bought in game. I don't know if I will. I don't know if I count that or not. And of course there is the friendships, which I mean, I feel like I'm more than halfway done all the friendships. Like, I'm trying to give gifts on people's birthdays to get them up a little bit. And yeah, like Sebastian, I gave stuff on his birthday. I gave him a couple other things. So we're just kind of working our way there, but eventually we'll get there. So yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, I will see you in a few months for the next one. Hey guys, my name is Rob Noire, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. So it's the beginning of year 3 now. We're in fall, and DOS-based PC game. It does have graphics. It does run like a normal game. This is a very, very old PC game that I used